Myself P. Srinivasarao, Assistant Professor in CSE Department of Swarnandhra College of Engineering and Technology. Today I have to deliver my topic is data structures. Now, first of all, we know the definition of these data structures. This is very important. The main purpose of data structure is to store the data, to process, to retrieve, to manipulate the information. That's the main important concept of here we are learning the data structures. While implementing on this one, the concept is to retrieve the data, to storage our information, we have to perform different types of operations. That is the concept of here we are learning in the data structures. We have to do insertion, deletion, and manipulation, and finally we have to retrieve the data. These are the operations we are learning in the concept of data structures. That's the main definition here. We are learning the data structures. Now, while learning on these data structures, definitely we know the concept of this can be classified into two different types. That is, one is linear, another one is non-linear. That is, one is linear and another one is non-linear. This is very important. While learning on this data sets, definitely we have to classify the data can be classified into whether linear or non-linear. Come back to this linear, again classified into different types. That is, concept is called as array, stack, queue, and linked list. And come back to this non-linear, here we are learning the concept is called as trees and graphs. This is the concept. We have to divide that data structures into two types, that is again linear and non-linear. Come back to this linear, again classified into array, stack, queue, linked list, and non-linear comes to trees and graphs. Now one by one we have to learn this linear, then after that we have to learn the non-linear concepts. What is this linear? What is this non-linear? As a part of our definition linear, the data can be maintained in the sequential manner. That is the concept of here we have to define that is the concept is called as linear. It means the data can be maintained in the linear specific order like this. For example, here I am defining 1, 2, 3, etc. See, that's the procedure we have to maintain the data in the linear order. That means in sequential manner. Now, in this point of view, we are learning the different types of linear data structures. That is comes to first one is array. You know the concept of array already. What is an array? Is a collection of similar data items. That is the definition of we are learning the array. Okay. For example, here we have to take an array having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, that is index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we are giving the elements. So, for example, 20, 30, 10, 50, 60, 70. See, that is the representation of array. Okay. Now, the elements of, for example, you take an array A. Now, the array size of this array is 6. Here we just observe 6 elements also be there. Now, the array positions array of 0, array of 1, array of 2, array of 3, of 4, array of 5. Now the corresponding data items are a of 0 equal to 20, a of 1 30, a of 2 10, a of 3 50, a of 4 60, a of 5 70. See, that is the procedure to allocate the data of particular array. Okay, see, that is the based upon the index positions to retrieve the data. That is the procedure based on the index to retrieve the data. Now for example, I want to access a of 1, that element will be retrieved on 30. See, that is the concept to identify the array concept. Okay, while implementing on this array, it's the insertion order will be going to linear way of first to have to allocate the a of 0, then a of 1, then a of 2, then continues up to a of 5. It's not possible to insert particular element in the middle of the array. If any case, if you want to give some elements, okay, for example, here my size is a of 6, I want to insert the a of 7, it's not possible. See, this is the drawback while implementing on these arrays. To overcome such type of problems, we have to know the concept is called as stack, queue, linked list concept. That comes to linear data structures. Okay, see, this is the concept of array. Array is a collection of linear data items. Okay, this is the procedure. Here we are implementing the array. Okay, next one is stack. Okay, next one is stack. See, the procedure of stack is last in first out. That is the procedure. Last in first out. That means here we have to insert the elements this order. Okay, for example, you take this one. Now we are inserting the elements in this manner. Now removing the elements on this manner. See, this is the called as top. This is the concept is called as bottom. While inserting on your elements, for example, the procedure of stack here we are implementing. For example, you take first we have to insert the element 1 placed here, then insert element 2, that comes to 1 2 okay 1 2. Okay, now I want to remove the element. Now automatically 2 will be removed. See, this is the procedure. Okay, see, that's the meaning here, last in first out manner. See, top equal to n, bottom equal to 0. That operations can be performed in the stack is called push and pop operations. Whether the top equal to n, the stack is overflow. Okay, for example, here we are in this stack application, here we are implementing, so for example 1 2 3 4 5. Now I want to insert one more element. Whether the top equal to n is full, it will show the stack is full. Okay, in this example we just observe here, stack is empty. When the stack is empty, whether the bottom equal to 0, then the stack is empty. Okay, when the stack is empty, now we want to insert the element, automatically pop will be, push operation will be inserted the elements. See, that's the procedure here we are implementing the stack applications. The stack perform the last in first out operation. See, that's the simple concept. Here we have top and bottom are the two concepts. Okay, whether you are inserting the element in the top, that elements will be pushed on to the bottom level. Once the top element is reached on the top, then the stack is overflow. If any case the stack is empty, now the bottom is 0, then the stack is underflow. Now we want to insert the stack, automatically the stack elements will be inserted. See, that's the procedure. Here we are learning the stack implementation. In the stack implementation we have to observe the push and pop operations. See, that's the procedure we are learning in the stack. So why we learn this stack? Already we are implementing in the array. What is the use we are implementing on the stack application? See, in the stack, one of the important concept in the application is expression evaluation. This is one of the important concept in the stack. Definitely we know everyone is learning in the stack. Definitely they have to identify what is the expression evaluation. In this scenario we have to learn the prefix, postfix, infix. Okay, see, that is the notation, infix notation and prefix notation, and another one is postfix notation. See, this is the expression evaluation concept we have to learn in this stack implementation. Expression evaluation. See, that is one of the important feature we are learning in the stack concepts. Okay, everyone know the stack. What is the main concept of implementation of the stack is? That is one of the important. Okay, that is the procedure here to work out on the stack is the last in first out operation, and we have to perform here two operations. That is, one is push and another one is pop operations. Okay, see, that is the summary of stack. Now next we have to move, the concept is called as queue. Okay, now what is the queue? See, queue is in the word queue also maintain the some similar data item. You have to maintain the proper queue manner. See, that is the concept here. We are implementing on this one. We have to work out on this one. See, for example, in this example, see, this is a representation of queue procedure. See, this is inserting, this is the removing. Okay, this is called as front, this is called as rear. Okay, now you are inserting on this procedure, the elements will be moved one by one, finally this element will be removed first. See, that is the procedure here we have to implement in a queue. That is the concept is called FIFO enter. What is the meaning of FIFO is first in, first out. See, that is the procedure we are implementing on the first in, first out manner. In queue, we have to perform basically insertion and deletion. These are the operations can be performed on the implementation of queue. For example, in the implementation of queue, for example, you have to insert the 1. Okay. Then next you have to insert 2. This 1 will comes to here, 2 will be come to here. See, finally we have the elements 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now we want to remove the element first. We have to remove this one. Okay, that is the procedure here we are implementing the queue manner. The compared with stack, top is the removing the first element. The queue implementation, we are implementing the first whatever the first element you have to insert, that element first will be removed. Okay, that is the difference between the stack and queue. Stack operation perform this procedure, queue operation perform this procedure. See, this is the meaning of difference between the stack and queue. Okay, this is the procedure. Last element, this is the insertion part, this is the deletion part, this is the insertion part, this is the deletion part. But both are equal, but the top element will be removed in the stack. In the queue, first element will be removed. Okay, see, that is the way difference between the stack and queue operations. Okay, next one is now implementing on this queue, we are having different types of queues also be available. That is, one is circular queue and DQ, that means double-ended queue. Okay, see, this is the procedure. Here we are implementing the circular queue. Both the front and rear equal to same. Both front and rear both are equal. That is the representation of circular queue. Now, what is the advantage of double-ended queue? See, the representation of queue, only front and rear elements also be there. If any case, if you want to traverse bi-direction, see, that the procedure here we are implementing in the double-ended queue. Both the operations, we have the insertion, removing both the operations. See, that's the difference between the normal queue and double-ended queue. See, that is the concepts of we are learning in the queue operations. Queue are having different types of queue: normal queue, circular queue, and double-ended queue. Okay. See, this is the notation we have to learn the queues. And next one is important point in the linear structure is linked lists. Okay. Okay. Next one is, this is one of the important point while learning in the linked list. That is the data structure. That is concept is called as linked lists. Okay. This is very important. Why we are implementing on this linked list? Already stack is there, queue is there, but the problem in the stack and queue, it's not insert the element in the middle of the list. That's the problem. If you want to replace particular value, it's not possible while implementing on the stack and queue. It's not inserted particular element in the particular position. That's the problem. We have to overcome such type of problems. We are learning the concept is called as linked list. See, in the linked list, the representation is called as, this is the node. This is called as node. This node contains two parts. That is, one is data point. This is the link part. That is the meaning of linked list. Linked list contains collection of different nodes. Each and node, okay, this is the collection of different nodes as part of my definition. Each and every node contain data part and link part. Okay, previous node link will be connected to the next node data node. See, this is the procedure here we are implementing the linked list. Otherwise it is shown like this. Okay. See, initial node, this is the node. This last node contains the null. Okay. See, that's the procedure while implementing on this one. See, this is the procedure of we are implementing the linked list. See, this is node is called data node. This is link node. This is data node. This is link node. This is data node. Last node is null node. Okay. This is the head pointer. Okay. Every node, data node link with previous node. Okay. See, that's the procedure here we are implementing on the linked list. Now, why we are implementing on the linked list means the main concept of to implement on this linked list, to insert the particular element in the particular node, to remove the particular node. Okay, that's the advantage here we are implementing the linked list. In the stack and queue, it's not possible to manipulate particular location, particular data item. While implementing on this linked list, it's easy to manipulate in the particular element. Definitely you have to manipulate this one. Okay, that's the procedure. For example, I want to insert particular data here. Now I want to change this link node to this one, this link node to this data. Then see, this is the procedure. I am just change the address value only. I am not only removing that one. See, that's the procedure. For example, I want to remove particular data. Okay, now I want to remove this particular node. Okay, now I'm changing my address pointer only. I'm not, see the other procedure here we are implementing the linked list manipulations. While implementing on this one in the queue and stack, it's a little bit complexity to manipulate, to retrieve, to remove, to update. See, that is the concept here we are implementing on this linked list. You can easily handle such type of operations. See, that's the concept here we are implementing the linked list. Okay, now here implementing on this linked list, definitely you know the concept of different types of linked list again, same as in the part of queue. There are different types of linked list, that is circular linked list and double-ended queue link, double-ended linked list. See, that's the procedure. Means circular linked list, see in the circular linked list, okay, in the circular linked list this is the procedure. Okay, in the circular linked list, for example, this is my node, this is node, okay, okay, last node will be, okay, last node will be connected to the head node. Okay, that's the procedure of here we are learning the linked list. Okay, now the next one is double linked list. Means next double linked list. See, this is the procedure here we are implementing on the double linked list. Each node can be divided into three parts. This is data node, this is previous node, this is next node. Same. Okay, now this node, next node represents this one, previous node this one. Okay, that's the double and both the operations can be performed. That's the procedure here we are implement double linked list. Okay, and these are the comes to linear data structures. Okay, come back to the point of different types of linear data structures. That is a linear comes to here. One is first one is array, second one is stack, third one is queue, and finally you know the concept is linked list. See, that is the overview of we are learning on this linear data structures. Okay, you just observe while implementing on this linear data structure, the data can be in a linear manner, in a sequential manner. See, that's the procedure you have to learn the linear data structures. Now the quite opposite, the data is not in a linear manner, non-linear manner. That's the procedure we are learning. The concept is called as non-linear data structures. See, this type of non-linear data structures are very important to in the real-time environment. Why? Because we have to do, we want to do some insert in the data in a proper way. See, that's the procedure here we are implementing the non-linear manner. See, in this concept we learn the concept is called as tree structure. Tree is having collection of nodes and collection of vertices, edges. See, that is the representation of tree structure. This is the tree having, this is the node is called as parent node, and these are called children nodes. Okay, see, that is the procedure here we are implementing a tree manner. Tree is also called as a non-cyclic. So this meaning of very different. While implementing on this tree, is not non-cyclic. Means what is that? Now compare to the graph. Graph is a cyclic. Means, for example, this is my root node, this is my child node, this is my child node. Now I want to see This is the combination of connected all the nodes. See, that is the meaning of cyclic. Here there is no connected, only this is the concept of non-cyclic. See, that's the difference between trees and graphs. The compared to the real-time environment, we are very much important. One of the important concepts of trees. In this trees, we know the what is tree. It's a collection of different nodes, and it is non-cyclic. And you know the concept of tree having different levels. Okay, this is level 0. This is level 1. This is having some node. This is not a complete binary tree. See, and terms very important. That is one is this is the edges and siblings. These are the terms we learn the concept of tree structures. Side by side children also, that is the concept of siblings. Okay. Now what is the height of the tree? Based upon the levels we have to identify the height of the tree. Okay. Tree contains compulsory one root node. Based upon the root node we have to define the different levels, different parent, different children's. See, this is unbalanced tree. This is the one of the important point we learn in the trees are called as binary search tree. Compared with linear, non-linear is very flexible. That's the concept of, before knowing this data set, you know the concept is called time complexity and space complexity concepts. This is very important. Space complexity is very important. Why? Because while we know the concept of linear data structures, we know the already concept of stack, queues and linked list. The time and space complexity is very complicated. While implementing on this tree structure, that is very flexible to reduce the complexity concepts. See, that's the prefer. We learn the non-linear data structures. Okay. See, this is the overview of we are learning in the data structures. Okay.